So, yeah, so we matched on Friday, and then the following Monday we were already just... with you guys, but what's going on, guys? Virux here, bringing you guys a brand new video. And as you guys can tell, this is gonna be a banger. Like, man, oh man, you guys are in for a treat today. Now, I've been holding off this story for the right time, and now that I'm in the right mindset, fresh, ready to make content for you guys, I decided, you know what, it's time. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into my story time. But before I do that, make sure you drop a like if you guys want to see more videos like this, because oh, do I have some stories to tell you guys. But anyways, let's jump right into it. So my first Tinder date, right? My first ever dating app encounter, experience, whatever you want to call it. Man, where do I even begin? Alright, so let's start off with where I was with life. So it was senior year 2016, second semester. I was just chilling with my friends, partying, you know, doing me, just getting everything ready. I had to catch up on some credits to graduate, getting all my work done, and making the last couple of memories of my senior year. So I'd either spend most of my time at school or going to the gym with my friends, going out to eat with my friends, going to the movies, going to parties, whatever. You guys know what high schoolers do. All that fun stuff in the last couple of memories you want to make in your senior year. So this is when I was 18, this was about 2 years ago. So I remember one specific day, I went out with my friends to eat. We went to this one all-you-can-eat steakhouse buffet-like restaurant, and we were just chilling there. And so I remember one of my homies in particular, every Friday, like, we would go out and do stuff, and then he would always have to go do something with a girl or whatever. He was always talking about he's gonna go with this girl from another school, this and that, da-da-da-da. And so this day he did the same thing again. He's like, yo, we're gonna go out to the buffet, but afterwards I have to go leave. I have to go meet up with this girl. We're gonna go to the movies, da-da-da-da. It's like, yo, that's dope. I was like, who? He's like, oh, you don't know her, she's from so-and-so high school. And at that time, I was just so curious. I was like, how is he always going out with all these girls from different schools? Like, how do you even know them? And he would always have the excuse that he either met them through his best friend, which actually went to another school, or he knew him from like a long time ago or whatever. But this particular time, I guess he was just like, whatever, I'm just gonna let it out. So I asked him, I was like, yo, so how do you know all these girls? Are you always talking about you going with a girl from this high school, then this high school, and this high school? Like, what's going on, bro? And so he was like, all right, bro, I'm gonna cut straight to the chase, man. He's all like, don't shoot on me, man. This is gonna sound kind of funny, but trust me, bro, it works. And I was like, what? How bad can it be? Like, well, what's up? What's going on? And he's all like, Tinder, bro. At this point, I started dying, man. I started shooting him. Why you use Tinder, bro? Bro, man, come on. How you about to be online dating, man? We in high school. He's like, nah, bro, it works. Trust me, trust me. And then one of the other homies was actually in on it too, because he had gotten him into it as well. And he's all like, nah, bro, it works, man. He's all like, trust me, I know it sounds funny. It sounds kind of dumb at first, bro, but trust it works, man. And me and my best friend are like, these dudes like, well, whatever, do you? So a few weeks passed by, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and give it a shot. Tinder, like, what the heck, man? Like, I had heard of like older people like meeting up on Tinder, you know, online dating and stuff like that. I was like, bruh. Obviously my homies didn't do it for online dating. They were just to have fun or whatever. And so I was like, alright, whatever, let's give it a shot. So I download the app, learn how to use it, and I get about 10 to 20 matches. So, you know, I'm talking to all these girls, whatever, like, where you from, whatever, you know, how old are you, where do you go to school, you know, just getting to know each other, pretty much how you use Tinder. And then so I narrow it down to like a select few, you know, the best looking ones, the most interesting ones. Time goes by, and one day I come home from school, and I actually had nothing to do. My homies were busy, everyone had practice or work or whatever they had to do, and so it was one of the few days I went home early. So I was like, nah, bro, I gotta do something. So I pull up my phone and I'm like, you know what? I'll go check Tinder. And I actually remember that this one particular girl, she's pretty cute, actually didn't live too far. She lived about a city or two away from me, and so it wasn't that far away from me. It was about maybe 15 to 20 minutes away from me. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna hit her up. We've been meaning to meet up. So I was like, let's do it. So I hop in the shower, freshen up, get ready, you know, try to make sure I smell good, and next thing you know, I'm on my way. So I hop in my car, and on my way to her house I am. Now, what she did tell me was that her mom was there and that she was gonna leave in a little bit, and that I had to pretend that I met her through her best friend, da-da-da-da. So I was like, you know what, I'm chill with that, whatever. You know, I'm ready, I'm all hyped, excited, a little bit nervous because it's the first time. Put on the GPS and on my way I go. Get there, and I actually ended up parking in the wrong street, and I was a little bit nervous. I was like, whatever, we'll just go ahead and walk. It's fine. There's like people outside, and I don't want to seem sketchy or whatever, so I just left my car there, walked about a block down, and I saw her. And for sake of the video, because I'm pretty sure I might have told her about my YouTube channel, let's go ahead and call her Alyssa. So I go ahead and walk up to her. I'm like, yo, what's up? I'm Fernando, nice to meet you. Give her a hug, whatever. She greets me and everything, welcomes me in her home. I'm like, yo, that's chill. I end up seeing her mom, and at this point I'm a little bit nervous. I was like, all right, like, I met her in real life. She's actually as cute as she looks on Tinder. That's good. I didn't get catfish or anything, but I'm already meeting her mom. I'm like, damn, man. And I actually ended up taking my time because I was like, maybe when I get there, her mom won't be there anymore, so whatever, I might just avoid that. But no, her mom was still there. So I was like, alright, cool, whatever. So I meet her, then I explained that I met her through her best friend, blah, blah, blah. Introduce myself, she introduces herself, and everything's all nice and cool. Now at this point, I'm just like, I wonder what we're gonna do, because you know, her mom's here, whatever, we can't like, whatever, you know. It can be a little bit odd. So we end up going to the living room, and you know, it was a nice little place. It was not too big of a house, but not too small. It was pretty dope, and she had like a big ass TV on the living room. It's like, alright, you know, she's probably gonna put a movie, whatever. By the way, her birthday had just passed, so she had gotten this like, it wasn't too big, it was, I don't know if it was a 13 or 15-inch MacBook Air. So she had it right there, so I was like, oh, we're probably gonna watch a movie, connect to the TV, whatever. Now, right here is when it gets kind of funny. Brings out her MacBook Air, and I was like, so what are you up to, you know, what were you doing, whatever. She's like, not much, I was just watching Little Mermaid. I'm like, oh, that's cool, that's cool. And in my head, I'm like, please tell me that's not what we're about to do. And she's all like, yeah, look, brings out her little laptop and plays The Little Mermaid. Which, let me tell you, she was only about like 20 minutes in. Now, the movie was playing, and in my mind, I'm like, is she gonna turn on the TV or like, what's going on here? But I waited about 10 minutes, and I realized, you know what, this is what I came to do, was to watch The Little Mermaid on a 13-inch screen. So we sat there for about an hour, a little bit awkward as it was, and in my mind, I was like, bro, what the heck? Her mom was outside, by the way. She went to her room and I don't even know, took a nap or something. But so at this point, I'm thinking like, bro, like what's going on here? Like, dude, did I really just drive out here to watch The Little Mermaid? Like, what's going on? Is she like gonna offer food, or like, you know, is anything gonna happen? Whatever. Now keep in mind, her mom is in the house, so I'm not gonna try to pull no moves or anything, you know. And we sat there, she was like super into the movie, or at least that's what it seemed like. I was like, bro, okay, this is pretty interesting. So the movie finishes. 2 hours of my life gone right there, and I was just like, okay. And at this point, I'm like, bro, this is not what I expected at all. This is pretty freaking boring, man. And so I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna wait like 30 minutes and see what happens. Now, as her mom walks out of her room and passes to the kitchen, her grandma walks in, all right? Her grandma walks in the house, and I'm like, bruh, like I told you guys, I'm already a little bit nervous, like what the heck's going on, you know? A little bit more settled, but then her grandma walks in, and I had to introduce myself to her freaking grandma when I didn't even know her. I barely met the girl, bro. I met her grandma, I met her mom, and I was like, all right, this is already bad enough. I'm like, you know what, I probably should get going. But then her grandpa proceeded to come, bro. He was all mad dogging me, giving me these like weird looks and stares, and I'm like, hi, I'm Fernando, nice to meet you. I'm Melissa's friend. And so like my anxiety's kind of kicking in the back of my head, and I'm nervous, and oh man. So like, man, I don't want to be here. This is like the most awkward situation I've ever been put under. Bruh, I gotta leave. Like, what the heck am I doing? What's going on? Like, what? So like, you know what, you know, check my watch. I was like, I actually gotta go. I have some stuff to do, but it was nice meeting you. Tell everyone bye. And by the way, keep in mind, her dad was actually on his way. So I'm like, bro, what the hell's going on here, dude? Like, I've never actually even met the girl, and I already met her whole freaking family, dude. But so anyways, I leave, and I was like, yeah, dude, this was the weirdest experience I've ever had, like, with a girl, like, and it was off Tinder, dude. At this point, I actually FaceTimed my best friend Tony, I FaceTimed my best friend Alexis, and I FaceTimed my friend Tonio. I told him about the situation. I was like, bro, like, what the heck, man? I just know what I was expecting at all, bro. They're like, bro, what happened? Like, you get age, you guys do anything? I'm like, no, bro, we sat there watching Little Mermaid, man. I was like, man, what a first Tinder experience, dude. And it doesn't end there, all right? So at nighttime, she actually texts me, and I'm like, all right, you know what, just talked to her, whatever. Told her it was nice meeting her, whatever. Like, we could probably like hang out in the future or whatever, but I really wasn't interested at this point, because I was all like, I mean, if that's like her ideal thought of having a fun time, I'm like, nah, I'm kind of good. I was like, nah, bruh, like, nah. She has the audacity to ask me, why didn't you kiss me? I was trying to make out with you or some crap like that. I remember her asking me that. She's like, I was waiting for you to kiss me, and like, we would have made out and this and that. And then I was all like, bruh, do you realize I met your whole family when I met you? Like, what? And the funny thing is, she thought nothing was wrong about that situation. Like, I was just like blown away. Like, you know, you put me on the spot, you put me in an awkward place. But so yeah, then she started getting kind of freaky. I'm like, nah, I'm good. Like, nah, that's not happening, nothing happening. Like, we're good, we're done, I'm good now. And to be fair, it was her first time meeting someone up too, but at the same time, it's like, why would you even let them come to your house if it's your first time as well? Sounds a little bit kind of sketch, but whatever. It happened, it's in the the past. It's a story I want to share with the world and you guys and anyone. And honestly, if she sees this, I'm sorry I had to put it out there. And now you know how I truly feel about that. Because it was honestly like one of the weirdest things I've ever experienced. Let's go back to my setup. So yeah, that was that. That was my first ever Tinder date, Tinder experience, whatever you guys want to call it. And it was something, man. It was pretty awkward. It was kind of weird, kind of strange, kind of not what I expected at all. And I'm sure not what you guys would expect at all. So yeah, if you guys can go ahead and drop a comment and tell me what you guys thought about this story, this experience, what you guys think. If you guys do use Tinder, Bumble, whatever it is, your first ever experience, how it was, did it go how you expected? Did it go better than you expected or worse than you expected? Or just overall your weirdest Tinder experience. I do have a lot more stories like this one to share. This kind of a test to see if you guys enjoy videos like this. So if you guys do, make sure to drop a like to see more story time videos like this. Subscribe if you guys haven't already and turn on post notifications to be notified when I upload another awesome video like this. And make sure to check out all my social media down below in the description box. As always guys, much love. I also thought this would be a kind of an appropriate story since, you know, 1 February, the theme is pretty much love. And by the way, I did turn 20 this month, so thank you to everyone that wished me happy birthday. It was about 2 weeks ago. I was gonna vlog, but I just didn't get around to it. But I'm back on track. I'm here now. Anyways guys, as always, I love you and I'll see you guys in my next video. Virux out. Peace. Okay.